hi there, and welcome to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stromer.
And we love to improve your home and improve your life. A lot of times, some of the ideas that I get, I'm sure you too, Eric, it comes from just driving around your neighborhood. You know,
yeah, there's no question. That's the best way, not only to get great ideas for your home, your garden, your lawn, whatever you want to do, but also just, finding great contractors. That's a great... You can walk up to those homes and say, man, I love what you did. Who did it, and did you like the experience? That's what I always tell my clients.
The only thing is, you know what? I've had people say, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to give them up.
Yeah, because we're design hoarders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But when I was driving in today, I came across this one neighbor, and I was so impressed by what they did to their front yard. They had no grass whatsoever, and yet it was so colorful. It is so colorful and vibrant, and it had a lot of succulents, a lot of like agave that had beautiful like peach blooms coming out. And it had a nice, wave motion design. So it really felt like there was a pattern, that there was some structure to it. And yet, obviously, it's saving water and low maintenance.
I think for us, especially on the West Coast, that's the genesis of why we want to kind of go from traditional lawns to some other alternative form of landscaping, because... hey, there's no water. Guess what? There's no water, right?
Yeah, and no matter where you are, I mean, it's always a good idea to save water. So let's talk about some things. I mean, the lawn is kind of like the quintessential American house.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you, I've used my lawn now for 15 years, throwing passes and frisbees and bones to the dog and all that great stuff. And it is great, and it is fantastic. But I'll tell you what, as soon as the last one's off to college, guess what? Bye-bye lawn. Seriously.
So here's some ideas. I mean, if you are driving around wherever you live, you might see some folks that have done this, and you don't have to lose all of it. You can do it in baby steps and just kind of think about a section of your front yard where maybe you're going to just lose a little part of it.
And that's exactly what we did. We took the front like 5 feet of the lawn and turned it into garden bed, and then all of a sudden you're running drought tolerant hosing to your plant systems, and then that actually probably 30% of our water bill went away.
See, so you're saving some money.
Huge difference.
And it's kind of a low maintenance thing, isn't it?
And it also becomes a barrier to the street, so that it feels like a little
more privacy.
Sometimes you don't need a fence. You can just have that garden barrier because people feel more a little restricted. Like, I'm not going to walk through the guy's plants for crying out loud to rob him. I got to go through the driveway, right?
Very subliminal, huh? Yeah. But how about if you had an area and you did want to lose some lawn? Have you considered maybe permeable paving and then adding some little corners with potted plants?
Yeah, and the permeable paving's great because water will saturate. It won't run off or dry with sunshine, so that you are always getting the ground wetness that you want, right? So, yeah, I have considered it. Yes, I love it.
Are you thinking about it?
Yes, because I do like decorative elements that have hardscape to it, and I think it gives you not only a path to walk on, but it just breaks it up, and I think it's really...
a seating area, too.
Hello.
A nice napping area,
Father's
perhaps.
got a nap in his hammock.
But seriously, I mean, I've seen some really attractive front yards. You wouldn't think of a front yard as an entertaining area.
Yeah.
But you can get creative. Let's say you don't even have a backyard. If you do enough things to create that privacy, now all of a sudden part of your front yard can become a little patio too, or a little seating area.
And that look of having little grasses grow between the stones or the paving,
like ground cover grasses or mondo grass.
Love them. I mean, you do have to research your zone because that stuff can just fry if it's in the wrong climate zone. So be careful with that. But other than that, it's very, very attractive.
It is. It has a real architecture look to it, doesn't it? It
sure
feels
does.
like it's definitely like a design purpose. Like it isn't.
Now, I got to tell you, I have used DG in my life.
Which stands for?
Decomposed granite. And so what happened with that, and it's beautiful and I love it. It's great for pathways and creating any kind of a different look and breaking stuff up. But if you have it near a front entryway or any entryway for that matter, and you have hardwood floors, you track it on your shoes and it scratches. So be careful that it's not right off of an entryway and you have hardwood floors. You definitely want to consider that.
I bet a lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah, or you got to go no shoe agreement, and everything seems like you're in a Japanese restaurant.
Little footies.
Yeah, little booties or footies. Yeah.
But then, of course, if you have pets, the pets might be especially dogs, they'd walk in that and track it in.
Yeah.
And so not only their nails are scratching the floor, but now the DG,
That's right. That's right. So be careful. And other than that, I think it is great out and back where it's a pathway element.
You might give DG another name after that was happening,
Scratch
too.
G.
That darn DG.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I also love the idea, you talked about hardscape. landscapes, just taking part of your grass away, and maybe you're putting a little concrete section, or maybe it's a series of concrete pavers with some ground cover in between the slits.
Yeah, that's real. I love that because it's definitely got sort of a mod mid-century element to it, with large sort of monolithic pieces of concrete or
and it softens
stone.
It up with the ground cover.
Yeah, and I do like walking out onto a surface where it's a hard surface and you can have no shoes, or if you're having a party with people who have high heels, it's a lot easier to walk around and get that second bacon-wrapped water chestnut that
as opposed to like sinking in the
That's right.
dirt,
Your heels
in the lawn.
That's right.
Or if you live in an area where you can use drought-tolerant grasses, that also is really attractive.
Love those. They're wavy. It looks like you're in the old prairie
Almost
or
like
something.
like a meadow, chaparral kind of a look.
Great looking.
So and there are so many of these websites where you can look for. In fact, there's a great website called LoseTheLawn.com, and they have tons and tons of images in their gallery to give you some inspiration based on, your home architecture, your style, what you like.
Great.
And they also have great ground covers online. They have a type of ground cover called steppables.
Oh.
And in fact, they even sell it at a number of different nurseries, meaning you could use this instead of grass, but guess what? You can walk on it.
Oh, that's great.
It isn't like it's going to
It's
go,
a whole
I'm
new
dying.
category.
It's a whole new category.
That's so
Some of them
great.
are flowering, but look for that. It's called steppables. Anyway, when we come back, we have some more great ideas for you because this is what we love to do to improve your home and improve your life. When we come back, we're going to help you find more ways to make that space you call home just a little better. Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole, you're listening to Home Wizards. And by the way, make sure you go to our website at yourhomewizards.com. While you're there, you can listen to past shows and see things.
You can see me attacking Cindy with French bread as usual.
It's more like a face-off. It really isn't. I mean, it's a very friendly.
Well, it wasn't aggressive. It was friendly.
Very friendly.
I did get a ham sandwich out of the deal.
You did get out of the baguette wars.
Right.
But just go to yourhomewizards.com. It's always there. And when we come back, we're going to get you ready for St. Patty's Day.
Yay!
Eric Stormer,
Surely
Cindy
be
Dole.
going on.
We're back in just a flash.